gonna make apple dumplings. We had a lot of apples, so we're trying a lot of our different apple recipes. Today it's apple dumplings. So this recipe first appeared in the 1904 edition of Gold Medal Flour Cookbook. Recipe has changed very little over the years. We're using to lightened up on the syrup a little bit, cut some calories, and it's pretty neat.
We're using our homemade pie crust. Any pre-made pie crust would work.
Yep.
Or if you have your own homemade, this is pre-done, and we'll just roll it out.
Yep, here we go.
As needed. We're using our handy dandy peeler, slicer, core.
Most of the time you peel these and core them, and this thing will do both of those while giving it a spiral cut. So I can't see where it's going to be possible.
Normally in the past we wouldn't slice these at all. They would just be peeled and cored, but it stays together so well, I think it'll be just fine because they are wrapped in pie crust. We'll want to leave it just like that for the recipe. Preheat oven to 425. So we have our 6 apples. It calls for 6 apples. It does call for corn syrup. I just wanted to mention that I'm always like, corn syrup, because you say stay away from high fructose corn syrup, but it says 0 grams of high fructose corn syrup. So apparently there is a difference. I mean, I know this is used in a lot of baking. We need about 6 7-inch squares because we're going to be putting the apples on each little square and filling the apple with the goodies and then pinching up the pastry up around the apple and closing it up at the top. We had made apple pie and pecan pie, and this is the leftovers of our homemade shells that we made, pie crust. And we had the apples.
And we're hoping we have enough. Because the instructions call for 1 pastry for a 9-inch 2 crust pie. So equal parts. See if I can make it work.
We're gonna try to get 6 equal parts out of this funny shaped crust.
It is a little funny shape.
See, it's not equal and bigger. You know, you can like stretch parts out.
We'll see.
That one's a little because it's thinner too.
But it is thin and little.
Save it for the little apple, or if we need to.
Yeah, well, that one's fat.
You might be able to take some and
we'll see.
add to it and re-roll it if you have to.
I'm gonna do some of that right now. You guys get dust.
You gotta think, we gotta put this on an apple and wrap it around it. You might do that as you're ready to wrap them.
Yes, that's true.
You can kind of move those all to the corner and then just do one at a time. And
how close am I?
oh, we don't have our stuffing. You don't look close.
I ain't even nowhere near close.
Nope. We just kind of set those aside. We need 3 tablespoons of walnuts that we're going to chop and 3 tablespoons of golden raisins. Close to 1/4 cup. Quick little chop on the nuts. Raisins are fine as they are. They don't seem like that much to go in, but I guess it's not that big of a hole.
Yeah, you wonder if this will be enough for all 6 of those, but
That's what it calls for.
yeah, that is what it calls for. Let's go ahead and put all these on a bowl.
Combine the raisins and the nuts and set them aside. Now we're going to start getting our pastry squares big enough to be able to wrap around the apple.
Hopefully that'll be possible. That seems like it should be big enough, don't you think?
Yeah. So we'll put an apple in the center of it, and then fill it with the raisin and nut mixture. And then pinch 2 corners up. Oh, moisten the edges. You want a little bowl of water. This is to moisten.
I'm looking to save a little of this.
If you need to.
I think I'll be able to work that out. Maybe I can take just a little bit of that off for that.
They don't have to cover the top?
It does, but I think I'll be able to make it work. All right, so we're going to take
A little bit of water. Moisten your fingertips.
Pretty thin right there.
Yeah. It says to take the opposite corners and pinch together, but yeah, how we can get it to get up there.
And then you just bring it all together, edges up.
This is an old, tiny recipe. What were you saying about this?
It's from 1904.
I know, but you had a story, I thought.
No, it just appeared in 1904.
With the dumpling game.
Well, that was just something that...
The apple dumpling game.
Yeah, for you.
And then you can just squish it together to make an apple bowl.
An apple bowl.
An apple dumpling. Make sure you put the top up, just in case it's not sealed all the way, but hopefully it will be. There you go.
Yep, any holes, just mix a
Just
little water on
add
it.
a little water.
And it'll bite right in. You got your own personal little apple pie when you're done.
Yeah, we have one down. We saved out what little bit we
Just a little
have
bit.
in case we need it.
I could have probably shaved a little bit more than that too.
Yeah, because once they're on there and you start adding the water to, it gives a little.
Worried about, so it goes in. Over again. Give it a little flatty time.
This was a little piece. You have pre-made crust. It's already like rolled out. You don't do this. If you don't have enough,
Well,
you don't have enough, or can you still flour and roll it?
I suppose you can. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, even with the added, it still looks littleish.
Yeah, I should have probably took a little more off one of some of the other ones. Well, this is a small one.
Yeah.
All right, I need a couple of more raisins.
Maybe a couple more nuts. Just a few more nuts. Probably just perfect. Let's see.
Hopefully that'll do
Just right. Perfect. Stuff on it. Use it.
Okay, let's get
About perfect.
close.
It's a little apple.
We'll be able to get this all wrapped up. I think we will.
So,
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. And the purple moves.
you don't want them really touching each other, or what?
What's it say? I wouldn't think so. Like your crispy crust.
But it does say to spoon the saucy mixture over it 2 or 3 times during baking.
It does? Okay. It's been a long time since we...
Put your dumplings in the refrigerator while you make your sauce.
Now we make the sauce that goes over it, and it's and everything goes in the water. It's a cup of water.
Cup of water.
1/2 a cup of sugar. A 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. 2 tablespoons of butter. And 1/2 a cup
Did it say light?
of light corn syrup. Your finger spatula.
Turn on the flames.
Just boil it for 3 minutes.
We bring it to a boil and boil for 3 minutes. And of course you can stir.
It's not buttery anymore.
It's boiling. We have the timer on for 3 minutes. So boil for 3 minutes. Doesn't say to pour over it, but it seems like you should. You
But
think
it
that
says
makes
to
slimy?
pour over it several times during the
Yeah.
40 minutes. It says bake
So I
40
would
minutes.
just pour it over as you do it.
Yeah.
Alright, it's been 3 minutes. We've had the dumplings in the refrigerator because a lot of times you do that with pie crust to kind of let them sit. Firm back up after handling them. Now we're going to pour this over it, let it bake, and then it does say to, what is that called when you baste?
Baste.
Well, baste. So this is what they look like. Feels thin, and I guess it is a lot. Will that thicken? Mm. That's a lot of sauce.
Come back with sauce.
And then we'll baste. And how long will we bake?
40 minutes.
The oven's up, 425. We bake 40 minutes. Our own personal pies. The apple dumpling gang will be. It says to bake 2 or 3 times during the baking process. Look, it's already browning pretty good. We got a turkey baster.
I need a new turkey baster.
I'm not basting well.
I think I've got a crack in it somewhere.
That seems so thin. I don't know if I remember it being that thin. You know, do you?
I don't remember. So it's not done. Ooh, that's
Going for a second basting. Oh, they are looking puffy and golden. I'm still surprised the syrup's not thicker, but maybe it'll thicken as it cools. Baste, baste, baste. Then 40 minutes. Smells good. Look, they're so pretty. We're supposed to let them cool in the pan.
Yeah, so you can let them cool right there and serve them warm or cool with Cool Whip if you want.
We'll let them cool a little bit and then we'll bust these babies open. Be part of the apple dumpling gang. These look so good, and can you see that sauce did thicken up? And it's tasty too. It's like a sweet glaze. We're gonna serve that up, drizzle sauce on it, and then open them up and have the insides explode.
Which one do you want?
I don't know.
Maybe this one.
Okay, looks good. Don't break my dumple.
That dumple's getting broke.
Not until I make it. It's like my own personal apple pie pinata.
Own personal apple pie.
I need a spoon, a ladle.
We do. Here, I got an idea.
What?
Is that wrong?
That's so right. Just kidding.
There we go.
Yeah. See it? Look at it. It's a prize. Maybe a knife to cut it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think
So
so.
we want to see it on the inside, the middle,
Oh,
where
of course.
the nuts and raisins are.
Nice.
Ooh,
and
nice.
crusty
crispy
there.
sauce.
I'll go over here. Is the apple all
looky,
this?
looky. And the apple's all cooked. Do you see it, guys? See, it exploded. Is that enough sauce?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure I get some of the crust and the stuff. Oh no, my crust.
Come back.
Babe, come back. Awesome. Just like I remembered.
That is good.
Come and get it.